All right, first up, for today's $700 gaming PC, we are going to stick with the tried and tested AM4 platform, only because we're at $700, and at $700, we don't want to go AM5 because that'll use too much of our budget. So we have the Ryzen 5 5600. Pairing with that, we have our motherboard, the also tried and tested ASRock B450M AC R2.0. This is a very standard micro ATX motherboard. It's got built-in Wi-Fi. Costs like 70, 75 bucks or something. Can't go wrong with it. We've easily purchased hundreds of those here at ZTT. For the RAM, we got some PNY XLR8. I would assume this is 32 gigs. Oh, wow, 16 gigs. Dude, I was kind of slacking on that choice. 16 gigs of DDR4. 3200 megahertz. CL16. Well, at least that's good. We at least got the right timings and speed. We got that. For our SSD, we got none other than, of course, the Clev Crass 1TB. This is an NVMe Gen 4 budget, but still reliable SSD. We're going to be using the stock cooler on the 5600. For the power supply, we have a 600 watt Apivia Prestige. Remember, Apivia is not necessarily a good power supply brand, but with power supplies, it's not about the brand, it's about the actual model. And this is a tier C. I think they're only tier C rated model. Very good, very reliable, and only $52 every day of the week on Amazon. We use these a ton for the ultra budget builds. We are going to be putting all of these parts inside the Okinos Mirage 4, ladies and gentlemen. I've used this a bunch of times. Well, not me. We have built in this a lot of times. I actually just sent an email yesterday to order, or 2 days ago, to order another pallet of Mirage 4s. But this is the black version. We've been buying pallets of the white one for our Frost Nova build on zttbuilds.com. And for our GPU, for our $700 gaming PC, we are, of course, come on now, going with an XFX RX 9060 XT, the 16 gig model. We got enough room in our budget, man. We don't need to make that debate between the 8 or the 16. We got the full 16 gigabytes here, and this is going to be a pretty capable gaming PC for, I don't remember what the final price was, but it's somewhere in the $700 range. This entire build, actually, I'm not making a dedicated video on the build. We are making a full setup guide on a long form YouTube video. It's a $1,000 competitive setup guide. So it's gonna, for $1,000, it's gonna include the custom build, monitor, all the peripherals, mouse, keyboard, etc. But this one is geared towards competitive gaming. So our last $1,000 setup guide was all about 1440p performance. This one is aimed at competitive gaming. So the monitor, we got a 1080p 280 hertz panel. We got some super sweaty budget peripherals, a very sweaty mouse pad. Oh my god. It should be good. But we are building the PC for that $1,000 setup today. If you've never handled an AM4 CPU and you're about to, or you plan on it, please hold it like this. It might look like I'm just like casually like throwing this thing around. What you don't want to do is allow your fingertips. Sorry. Oh my god. Allow your fingertips to curl over, because you will bend the pins on the edges like that. So whenever you're holding this, you're kind of just making sure that your fingertips stay nice and straight. Okay. And then you just set that in here. It's always going to be in this orientation. Find the arrow on your motherboard, the gold triangle. on the CPU, but it is always in this orientation, rotated clockwise. Lock it down. The AM4 locking mechanism is like non-existent compared to AM5. There's no pressure on there at all. But yeah, there we go. CPU is installed. All right, let's get some RAM action here. Oh, this is during an ad, so this is an exclusive RAM ASMR. I got you guys. For those of you that are not watching an ad right now, I'm gonna give you some. This is exclusive. Dude, I see the ad, man. I see it, but I'm sorry. Sometimes we have to give some exclusive content every now and then for our paying members. So here you go. Wow, that was kind of a letdown. I apologize. Let's see if this next one sounds any better. Kind of weak clicks, I'm not gonna lie, but it's installed, man. I think you all signed a contract when you became a Twitch sub that is exclusive content. All right, we haven't done this for a while, but this is the reason why I love this Clevcraft C910 is because it comes with the heat shield uninstalled. So when you have a cheapo motherboard like this that does not come with a pre-installed heatsink, then it makes sense to install this on here. So that's what we're gonna do. If you're using a slightly higher end motherboard, it'll have a heatsink, so you don't need to use this, and you just put that in right there. I love this option. I have a feeling that there's a scientific reason why other SSD manufacturers don't do this. I don't know, maybe they're losing money or something by doing it. I'm not really sure. But what I do know is I love this, and this is one of the main reasons why I buy this. Actually, we'll go from this way. This is one of the main reasons why I buy it. It's just because I love that flexibility. So we're going to try and install that OCD friendly here, which I think I did. And now we're going to realize that I never got out a M.2 screw. So we'll grab that and then we'll install it. Clev the GOAT. I mean, Clev does have a lot of dubs, man, especially on the budget hardware marketplace, or with that specialty. They're pretty good. Better to put the heatsink on after M.2 is on the board? I disagree with that. Actually, I wholeheartedly disagree with that. That means you would be pushing down on the SSD, like into the slot this way? Oh my god! AMD hater Lisa Sue is disappointed. I know, man. I'm not... If it makes you feel any better about my AMD biases, I just got an AMD shirt in the mail today. So I'll be wearing that soon. Don't worry, man. I got you. I also bought an Intel shirt just to balance things out a little bit, but the AMD one got here today. Are we using the stock cooler? We are. For a $700 super competitive pure performance gaming PC, we are in fact using the stock cooler. Before we use the stock cooler though, we desperately need to rotate the fan orientation of this. I haven't done this for a hot minute. If you've been watching ZTT for a long time, you've probably seen me do this 100 times though. But I hate how the AMD logo, this is the orientation, because it's a rectangle, it's not a square. This is the orientation, either this way or this way. I absolutely hate that. So what we're going to do over the next 5 minutes is uninstall this whole contraption. That way we can rotate the AMD logo to be face up. Because we are not animals here. We like things to be neat and tidy. So we're going to spend a couple minutes to make that happen, because it's totally worth it every single time. You literally did this for your small form factor travel build? Like I said, we're allowed to be wrong. Okay? Sometimes we're just wrong at some things. Okay? My bad. I completely forgot that I did this 2 weeks ago. Some might call that long ago. But I did forget. My bad. Painful says AMD logo is correct orientation. for the CPU and socket. That's true. Yeah, see, like that, is that why they did it like that? They got the Ryzen facing this way and the AMD logo facing this way. Like, they match? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think we're tracking that one. I don't know. Maybe that's why they did it that way. Who knows? Alright, let's try to pop this off. I kind of regret not getting OLED back when I built my PC. Well, it's not too late, man. Is this the twist? I don't know what... Oh, I think this is the twist, actually. This is an old one. Yeah, wow, this is the old one, man. This is the revision B, I think? Dude, is that fan busted? Dude, I didn't do that. I actually didn't do that, just for the record. I don't think so. Somebody watch that stream back. I don't think I did that, man. I'm, like, that's not where I'm putting pressure. Wait, hold on. Where'd it go? Did I do that? I don't think, like, I genuinely don't think I did that, actually. You didn't? I am putting pressure close to that, but not actually on that. I think it'll be okay. We're definitely not gonna sell a PC like this. No, I genuinely don't think that was me. Okay, all right. Let's try to do it without doing that then. There might be a way. Usually, I remove them because I don't want to end up stripping these screws out. But we might be able to do it without even doing that. We'll try it. Just get the octopus. That actually might be sharp. That might actually be sharp. We might be able to do this. It's just hard to, it's hard to take these screws out. That one's easy. With the shroud on. 906 with Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Matt with the super chat says, hey Zach, I'm a subscriber from Southeast Asia. I was wondering if you had heard of Ryzen 3 8300G. Will it maybe be a good budget gaming PC? I don't think I've ever heard of the 8300G. Is that... Says the build will take 16 minutes. Turns out the CPU cooler will take 16 minutes. No, I think we're actually good now. I'm actually misremembering too. One of the main reasons why we take the shroud off is because we would paint them, and then by doing what I'm doing right now, this would like severely scratch the paint. But we don't have paint, so like that's way less of a factor. So we don't even need to do that. What I was trying to do. I completely forgot about that concept. So yeah, we'll be good. I do want to know if it was actually me that broke it, though. No, I don't think I've ever heard of the 8300G. Have you guys? Check clips? Oh, did I really? Alright, let me see. Let's watch the replay. Hold on. Dude, I really hope this replay actually shows what happened. Okay, here we are. Oh, dude, that's not broken! Hold on. Oh, dang. Dude, I did break. Oh, we don't have an action shot of it actually breaking? Dang. That's not broken, though. Whoa. Hold on. It might have actually been broken. Hold on. I'm not convinced. Hold on. Look right here. Nope, that's not it. It's this one. Okay, I definitely broke it. Yep, I broke it. My bad. There is an action shot. Do we have the action shot? Dude, smooth and quick I don't have the audio. I would totally play that clip of me calling this a smooth PC. Yeah, I broke that one, man. I've never that's a first time, man. That's unfortunate, man. That is a rookie move right there, man. My bad. I think we're definitely still gonna install it though. Go watch the clip I posted? No, man. I got it, man. When people say that I make mistakes on, or if I've ever broken anything or royally screwed things up, we gotta archive this one, man. There we go. It's bound to happen, man. What Ryzen is it? We got a Ryzen 5 5600. It wasn't me. I mean, to be fair, I was questioning if it was me the whole time. I was never confident that it wasn't me. Don't be like that. Don't be weird, man. Pull it up, Jamie. Thank you for being my Jamie. I appreciate that. All right. Well, the CPU shroud is rotated. I think it's fair to say that it was an unsuccessful rotation, but we're still going to install it. Actually, I'm going to swap out my bit first. Will the air-cooled manipulation be the longest part of this build? Dude, I'm like, as soon as this is installed, we got thermal paste on here, just for the record. I'm thinking as soon as this CPU cooler is installed, the rest of this build's probably going to take like 9... Dude, dude, what is happening? I literally just missed with the screwdriver. The rest of this build is probably going to take like 9 minutes. That would be my guess. You can clip that one too. The air coolers are always the longest. That is true. That is true. Butterfingers of Doom, dude. I'm off today. I'm off, man. What case? We got the Okinos Mirage 4. I don't want this one. This is not a customer build, just so you guys know. It's 9:58. Yeah, we'll be done by like 10:05. If my public math serves me well. Okay. Alright, we're done. Motherboard is finally prepped. We got the ASRock B450M AC R2.0, Ryzen 5 5600. Okay, that got worse. We can't actually turn that on. That broke even... Oh, that broke even worse now. Wait, am I being punked? I feel like I haven't even touched it. And now it's worse. Okay, that is majorly broken. We are definitely not turning this on today. We got some PMY XLR DDR4 and a 1TB Clef Crass C910. Not functional, though. Not functional. We'll have to swap out that cooler. The pain of that first commission build is already subsiding. And I'm like, dude, I could do that again. The next one's not going to be a rage bait. Surely. Surely there can't be 2 rage baits in a row, right? The next one's just going to pick normal parts in an ATX-sized case, right? Okay, alright, we got our IO shield. This is the Okinos Aqua... No, not Aqua. The Okinos Mirage 4. I think we need to add some standoffs. Oh, yeah. We gotta add two additional standoffs here. Giants are up 27-17. That's actually insane. What parts are being used? This is about a $700 gaming PC if you're joining late. We got a 5600. We're going with AM4 to to keep the costs down. I mean, as much as I would love to go AM5, AM5 is still tricky for a $700 build right now. So we got AM4 with a 5600 and a 16 gig RX 9060 XT. And this is inside the Okinos Mirage 4. This will be for a YouTube video coming up. What's the most powerful PC? No regards to money. Well, if you're talking about gaming PC, 9950 X3D with a 5090. I mean, maybe you can make the argument for two 5090s, but in general, that's about it, man. How many PCs have you built in total? I wish I knew that number, man. I would gladly pay an insane amount of money if somebody could just snap their fingers and give me that accurate reading, because I have no idea what it is. I would guess it's around the 1,000 range, but I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Dubert with the Twitch Prime sub, thank you. Fish with the super chat says, I guess I'm banned. That was me. Well, I guess that was you, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but Foxtrot with the $2 super chat says, favorite COD Zombies map. I don't really play COD Zombies, man. I mean, I've played it a few times, but where did you get the Helldiver's helmet? Dude, I 3D printed that thing, man. I just put it all together earlier, like on Monday, I think. Clutcher with 300 biddy says, I think a funny video would be a reverse sleeper build. Height Y70 Touch Infinite with an RX 580. I don't know about that one, man. I appreciate the suggestion. I don't know about that. Where can I see the PSU tier list? Go to zttbuildhelp.com. And then it's on that page. zttbuildhelp.com. Sounds like a giant waste of money. Yeah, I don't know about that idea. Whenever we make videos, the number one question we ask ourselves is, what value are we providing? I don't think a height Y70 Touch with an RX 580 provides any value. I don't even know if it's entertainment value, man. I don't know about that one. Okay. Motherboard is installed. Now, this is what the backside of the Mirage 4 looks like. This is a this is a tiny dual chambered case. So we're going to put the power supply back here. We have this huge rat's nest of cables. It does come with a 4-pin. This is one thing I really like about the Mirage 4, is it comes with a 4-pin or 4-port 3-pin ARGB hub. So if you did have an ARGB CPU cooler, you could just plug that into here, and then they're all controlled with the button up there. But we're not doing that because we don't have an RGB CPU cooler, although we might actually swap that out at some point. I think we removed this, right? I don't think we need that at all. I'm pretty sure, I haven't built in the Mirage 4 in a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's safe just to remove this whole thing, right? We'll be okay without this? Are we all in agreement of that? When is the Helldiver stream? I mean, I get asked this every single day or every single stream. I don't think I'm going to stream Helldivers. Maybe like one day with the mods or something. That'd be really fun. I don't know, man. I don't think you guys would want to watch my Helldiver streams. I'm a very casual democracy spreader. Not elite level in terms of democracy spreading. I don't like Helldivers for the reason that a lot of people like Helldivers. which is like heavy difficulty. I don't play Helldivers because it's difficult. I like to play on the easier modes, and I just like the game. Just for the record, I promise that it's not up to me how many characters you guys can put in super chats. I'm sorry that when you guys want to share your parts list on YouTube, you have to send 2 super chats. That is not well, it might be intentional from YouTube's side. It is not intentional for me. Let's get out the technology here. Where's my USB 3.0? Oh. We gotta aim down, man. We got a small case that we're working with today. Plug in the USB 3.0 over yonder. That's plugged in right there. USB-C, we're not gonna have USB-C. Budget B450 motherboard, unfortunately. HD audio, plug that in. Looks above average to me. Oh, this is definitely above average. Don't get me wrong, man. Honestly, rip out the broken blade and it should still cool while idle. Maybe off camera. I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that on camera. I'm not gonna lie, man. Because then it's gonna be majorly clipped out of context saying Zach recommends turning on fans that are actually physically broken. Which I don't. I mean, I want to turn it on. I want to see what happens. Honestly, I kind of want to stress test it. Let's be honest. I want to see what kind of numbers we can crank out with a broken fan on the CPU cooler. I would love to... honestly, I would love to see that data. What are the temperature differences between the broken fan CPU cooler? Replace it, and then get the temperature data. I mean, what do we think the difference is? Should we cable manage? I mean, I feel like we should. We should do like a little, at least a little something. I actually don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this at all, actually, because the power supply goes there. So this whole bundle is gonna have to be... Ooh. Like just down here. Ooh, I don't really know what to do with that. How does it feel to be a better PC builder than the misspelled Zach? Shh. I will agree with you on the misspelled Zach. That, I think we can all agree, Z-A-C-K is just objective, like it's not even up for debate. That is objectively the wrong way to spell it. After moving on from that, though, I mean, not to put the pressure on Zach. I like Zach, but I have no idea what type of PC builder he even is, man. Have you guys seen him build PCs? Dude, I'm not trying to apply any heat or anything. It's just I don't know. I don't know what type of PC builder he is. I would like to see it in action, no? We might need to get him on the horn now, too. Ask him to come build on Thirsty Thursday. Would you guys watch? If he comes on a Thirsty Thursday? Never? Yeah, I don't know, man. I would like to see it. I would like to see what his style... What type of style do you think Zach from... Misspelled Zach from Meta PCs. What do you think his style of PC building is? Can you let me out of the timed out corner? Dude, I don't know what you got timed out for, man. That all depends. Since he's selling PCs too, I'd rather see so I can consider or skip. Well, to be fair, his style of PC building is probably not got much to do with how meta PCs build their PCs at this point. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Greatest build battle? I don't know about the battle, man. I have never build battled anybody in my life. I don't even like the concept of build battling. I build PCs to chill. You know, I don't need competitiveness in PC building. You did on LTT though? Yeah, but Linus wasn't building. Should have had a build off with him, man. Aesthetic budget build off. Woolier with the 1,000 bit, he says, going into lurk mode for the rest of the night? How is your night going so far? Oh, dude, super easy. Yeah, dude, like, I'm like 6 minutes into this build. I probably got about 6 more minutes left. Toasty Bros got a sticker wall as well. Do they really? I've never seen it. Kind of makes me jealous. I bet their wall is huge. If it's like their PC Bros sticker wall, dude, they probably got a lot of stickers on there. That's actually a good idea. Like, have the whole company do it? That's actually a really good idea. Is that what they do? You should start a sticker wall? That's actually a really good idea. Like, have all of the builders at ZTT builds put all of the stickers all in one spot. Dude, I like that, man. Probably everybody's doing that, though. Speakers or headphones? I am actually a speaker fan. I know that like goes against some of the core foundations of being a PC builder, or a PC gamer. But I actually like speakers. But that's also the dad in me. During the last stream, that was the only time where we didn't reset everybody's points. If you recall, we had some points issues with the last one. So however many tickets you have now, that's actually the previous, 12 weeks worth of tickets. So the amount of tickets that people have for this one and only giveaway is higher than normal. Because usually we reset them, but this one time we didn't. Because we had that issue. What did you do in the Air Force? For the first 5 years, I was in aircraft maintenance. I worked on the like the missile warning systems, the chaff and flare systems, the radar systems, etc. On planes, on the C-130 specifically. And then after that, for the next 3 years, I got into cybersecurity. We've had a couple big ticket counts win, but more often than not, it's the people that have less than 10 tickets that end up winning. 18 tickets. I have a smooth 32 tickets. Nice. All right, gonna start plugging in some of these connectors here. Got the 24 pin for the motherboard. All right, now I gotta find the 4+4 for the CPU. 4 fans of freedom. That's one way to put it. When does the winner get chosen? October 23rd, 2 weeks from today. We raffle PC giveaways off every 6 weeks or so. Everyone's points get reset. All right, got that 4+4 plugged in. And now we just need to feed the connector for the graphics card, which we only need a single 4+2 for. Not sure how that, or 6+2. Not sure how that's gonna fare. Were you ever stationed in Texas? I went to a tech school in Texas. I was there for 6 months. At Lackland. Or, wait, Lackland's where we do basic training. I was in Lackland for 2 months for basic. But then I got stationed at Shepherd Air Force Base. I honestly don't even remember what part of Texas that is. I want to say north, but I really don't remember. Shepherd Air Force Base for 6 months. Air Force Base locations, most of them are not confidential, man. It's just a base. 14 years ago? Yeah, man. That was a long time ago. I joined the Air Force in 2010. Because he just pulled up the wiki page. Did you plan this build around the case or the motherboard? I planned it around the budget. So the project for this... I'm struggling to get this cable. I don't want to break something else. The concept of this project is a $1,000 full setup. Specifically for competitive gaming. So I just worked my way through it. You know? I started with a rough baseline of how much the peripherals will cost me, because that's included in the $1,000 budget. Would you trust buying a CPU from Newegg? Yes. Yes. Newegg has had some failed customer support incidents. That does not mean that like you can't buy PC parts from them. We have ordered hundreds, if not over 1,000 CPUs from Newegg. Yeah, we are ordering parts from Newegg almost every day, man. For one thing or another. You will find customer support problems with absolutely every single company. Like, no company is going to get it right. How do sponsors work in the tech space? Do they reach out to you? I mean, I'm sure you could reach out to sponsors if you wanted to. That doesn't just go for the tech space. That goes for everywhere. Sorry, all I'm doing is... I got a bundle of wires here that I'm going to zip tie. When your channel is large enough, you shouldn't... I mean, you probably don't need to be reaching out at all. We get so many emails now for them. Yeah, I mean, the offers come to us. If we wanted to be, like, gung-ho about it and seek out, like, very specific sponsorships, like, I'm sure we could do that. But that's just not a super high priority for us. I've been, every year I've been trying to take less and less sponsorships and not be so reliant on that for income. I always use the sold by Newegg selector and I've never had an issue. Yeah, I mean, I can only tell you my experience. I've been ordering parts on Newegg. I've been ordering parts on Newegg since DDR2 RAM. When DDR2 was the new RAM. That's how far back I've been. My Newegg account history goes back. We have certainly had some issues, but I mean, we spend, literally 6 figures on Newegg every year. So, I mean, we're bound to have at least something happen, you know. But, I mean, we've never had anything happen to the point where we would consider not buying off of Newegg again. What is Newegg? Newegg is just a retailer here in the States. Just like an Amazon, you know. Except Newegg, it is just like it is very similar to Amazon, where they store a lot of the parts themselves from manufacturers and whatnot and sell directly from Newegg. There's also like car parts on there, I think, and whatnot. Newegg is traditionally PC hardware parts, but they do have other industries that they're in now. Do you trust Amazon renewed parts? I mean, it's less to do with Amazon and it's more to do with the seller you're buying it from. Remember, Amazon is just a marketplace. It's all about who you buy them from, who the seller is. I like buying renewed parts on Amazon for like my used budget builds but there's a higher risk, of course, and it all depends on what seller you buy from. It's as easy as that. Okay, so here's what we got going on right now. For our budget motherboard, or I'm sorry, budget power supply, we only have a double 6+2 strand, but our graphics card only requires one of the 6+2s. So what I think is the most aesthetically pleasing is to actually take a zip tie and like close these down together like this. That way you don't have like these big bulky strands hanging out. Snip that real quick. And then hide this underneath here and plug this in like that. We do have these fans under here, which could cause some issue. We're gonna definitely keep our eyes on that. But we'll be able to perfectly place those somewhere, so that doesn't become an issue. But I like doing that versus having the big strand like sticking out. That is currently right in the middle of the fan, so that will definitely not work. There we go. Do it like that, I guess. I need another zip tie though. Did you remove all the twist ties? I did. I gotta grab one more. I need one zip tie short though. Okay. I'm gonna level with you, man. I usually try to stay clear of giving people my opinion on their parts after they bought them. Because you already bought them, there's probably not much you can do. No problem at all. Alright. I'm almost done. Actually, I think I am done, man. How's that looking? How's that rat's nest? Yeah, we just got a very typical rat's nest here. Like, I could clean that up with an extra zip tie, but like, I think we're done, man. I think we're done. That is the benefit of a dual chambered case right there, is you don't have to spend a lot of time cable managing. Boom. There we go. And then just gotta install this guy, which hopefully, oh my god, hopefully it lets me install. Yep, while the GPU is in there. And then we're pretty much done. If you think that's bad, my PC's back wiring is way worse. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to turn it on for obvious reasons, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The $700 competitive PC. Dude, I mean, that kind of looks clean. That is not too shabby. That is an insane amount of USB 3 cable, though. There we go. There we go. That's much better. What do you guys think? No, I don't want to turn it on. We're not going to turn it on. If you guys missed the beginning of the stream, I accidentally cracked... Let me show you. I accidentally cracked one of the fan blades of the CPU cooler. I think we can try and get it. There it is. Right here. I think we can attribute it to too much protein. I think that's what our best guess is. I think I just ate too much protein today. I did also lift biceps today. So it could be a combination of both of those. But we're gonna replace that before I turn it on. I'm not gonna turn it on because that fan blade will probably actually go flying somewhere. So we're not gonna do that. But PC is complete, good to go. Swap that out. YouTube video is coming soon-ish on that one. Easy build.